Hello, welcome to Magic with Melly. So last week was very emotionally difficult for me, energetically difficult for me, because healing work means that old energy will resurface to test you. Are you going to be the same version of you? Are you going to be a milder version of you? A completely different version of you? The struggle's real, okay? And my skincare is improving / going back to what it was in around 2019 when I was taking care of myself, but under my cousin's roof. It was really like, I don't know, I was really on my skincare around that time. If I didn't have my bed made or my skincare done, it's really giving like everything else like seemed like it was off. And so now I'm back to that, back to square one on my skincare. Someone needs a message on the difference between breaking out versus purging. If your skincare is doing what it's supposed to, it's getting the really, really deep gunky stuff that's in your skin, and it makes it come to the surface. So I see a synchronicity with the arguments I had with my parental figures, feminine and masculine. You see feminine and masculine. And my face is wet because I've been spraying myself with a facial mist just to make sure I'm not putting anything bad on my skin while it's healing, or attacking my skin while it's healing. Most people, you see a blemish and you want to poke at it and squeeze it and get it to go away really quickly, but if you're not even paying attention to the energetic reason why you're breaking out, or even the physical reason why you're breaking out, you're going to make your situation worse. And so yes, my skin right now is purging. I'm also just purging old energy. So someone may resonate with that with acne, and even where you experience the acne can really reveal what's going on, or rashes that can also show you what's going on. If you get acne on your back, maybe you have backstabbing energy, or someone's stabbing you in the back. It looks ugly because the situation's ugly, okay? Not taking care of yourself, that's ugly, and so you may have a perpetual issue with your hygiene if that's the case, okay? Sometimes people want you to stay here. We have 8 of Swords. We have the Moon. Yeah, they definitely don't want you to know that this is someone's intention. So for the collective's highest good, we can move on from the downloads, but for the collective's highest good, what is needed right now for the collective to know? We have Knight of Pentacles. I think this energy is about learning how to protect yourself, or learning how to go towards what you want without it being sabotaged by yourself or by somebody else. We have the High Priestess. This card is wanting me to tell the collective that your intuition is going to be quiet, and that 10 of Pentacles, it's going to be really easy for people to try or want to talk over what your heart is saying, what your mind is telling you. Have you ever heard, like, I can't hear my own thoughts? It's like giving that. Like, someone needs to surrender to silence or meditation so that their intuition can come in louder for them. 8 of Cups. Yeah, it's giving someone needs to go on a solar journey or leave things behind. For every cup that's in the 8 of Cups, so 8, maybe you're dealing with 8 different scenarios or 8 different people, 8 different things that need to be walked away from, whether it's an energy or the whole situation or the whole person, taking things to Goodwill. Page of Pentacles. Sometimes items left, people, places, and items that were not cleaned up after something fell apart, that triggers you in a way that you can't move on until you get rid of those items, those people, those places, those things. Or holding space until it's safe to return without some fishy energy. Page of Cups, 4 Swords. Oh, we have 2 4s. So you can see the 4 reverse and the 4 upright. We have 4 Cups reverse, 4 Swords. I think someone has trouble because they may have rejected something good for them. And they're like, how did my intuition lead me astray or lead me towards this? And it's giving, your intuition didn't lead you there. Your intuition's quiet. It's giving you weren't listening to your intuition and you listened to things outside of you. Page of Wands reverse. It's giving, like, the way that this card is showing itself to me, it being reversed and all, it feels like codependency, like someone's passionate about keeping someone around or passionate about stopping somebody from doing their passion work, like something to do with wand energy is like fire energy or passion, but the page is kind of immature energy sometimes, or still learning things. And we have 9 of Pentacles reversed. It's almost like someone isn't independent and then they were siphoning from someone who was. Oh, the card, look at how the card just like landed on my chest. Queen of Pentacles. Someone is manifesting a Queen of Pentacles, but perhaps they fell for a copycat. The karmic feminine. The difference between a divine feminine and a karmic feminine is that the karmic feminine is gonna appear similarly to the divine feminine, but they have not done the work. They're just copying. The divine feminine does the work, and sometimes it's a struggle for her to show up because she's doing the work. But when she does show up, she fucking shines, and it's so bright, it's like irresistible, it's hard to not see it. And then like right next to the divine feminine are copiers, so it's like the karmic feminines are going to look just as attractive because it's like a mystery whether or not they've done the work. It takes getting to know them to know the difference, and sometimes by then it's too late. I'm hearing that Too Little Too Late song by JoJo. I'm hearing it's like, I don't know. Let's see what else the cards have to say for the highest good of the collective. Okay, this card fell in between my legs. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants to like literally get in between your legs maybe. They know that operating from their sexual energy is a bit fishy with that Page of Cups. Oh my gosh. Someone wants to ground this more so that their sexual energy isn't misunderstood. Because I think someone is really sexual, but it becomes misunderstood because they want to just give it to one person, and when they do give it to just one person, that one person freaks out. What is meant to be will be, so it's like, oh, the wind picked up. I'm getting confirmations. So we have 3 of Swords. Okay, 3 of Swords and Page of Cups reversed. Someone wish they knew better sooner. And it's like maybe someone knew better but didn't really know how to act better, or Because, like, I think one comes first and then the next, and it's like someone's feeling guilt or shame, or because we have now the Tower card, 3 of Cups reversed, 5 of Cups. They're feeling shame that they have to grieve so many things that weren't good for them. Like, they're like, why did I keep this around so long? Oh my gosh. Okay, what else would benefit the collective to know? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much for being here with us. We have a 6 of Pentacles. It wanted to flip all sorts of ways, and the way I showed it is upright. So someone's really surrendering to their Tower moment of learning what equal give and take is, or even knowing if someone's done the work to show up the way that they appear. Like, back to like skin purging. Someone who's only cleaning the surface of their skin, they're gonna have a lot of gunk in the, like, they're gonna have a lot of gunk under the skin, and you may see it with like the context of how their skin lays. Like, maybe their skin doesn't look like this is smooth. It's some of it, it's like scarring. I don't know, someone just needs to pay attention to what's under the skin or under the mask. Not everything is really at face value, because someone could be straight up lying to your face. Like, kind of like that. Like, pay attention to that energy over what someone's trying to present to you. In my personal opinion, it feels like 70% to 80%, up to 90% of the population aren't showing up authentically. They're only showing up as what they think you want, but they can even be wrong about what they think you want, or what they think somebody else wants. It's like someone wants to show up as a representation of success, yet they're hiding that they're fucking miserable in what looks like success. Because this looks like just fucking, it looks like arguing. It looks like resistance. It looks like some fuck shit in the workplace or out and about or whatever. Yeah. And then these cards, we have Ace of Cups and 10 of Cups. The Ace is reversed though, so what someone thought was something, it maybe isn't. And it could be that person's karma. Like, if something's happening to you and you're like, why am I randomly thinking about this person? Or something's happening to somebody else and you're just like sitting, I don't know, like something like connection. Someone needs to connect the events that are happening into their life as karma. So if you were someone's bully and then you hit your 30s or 60s and you're learning that you have a chronic sickness or you're having troubles with something, it could, and then you're like, why am I thinking about this person from like my elementary school years or middle school years? It could actually be related, but only because you can't change what you've done to somebody, but you have to suffer repercussions for the type of person you are or always have been or was in the past. Or, you know, every choice you make has a future outcome waiting for you surrounding it. So, And some people will hide what they've done, and their karma will tell on them. So like, I had someone who was very quick to say, oh, my ex cheated on me, but you attract what you are, so this person probably cheated as well, but won't admit it and goes, woe is me, oh no, I did not deserve it. It's like, you did. You just are hiding the fact that you deserved it, you know? And then it's also like, so yeah, back to that story. It's like they were quick to say, oh, my ex cheated on me, but then will neglect the part where they cheated back or they cheated previously. Hang on, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, I'm back, friends. Someone could be low income and you could be receiving from the government, whether you're receiving food stamps or you're receiving medical help, or some other assistance. Be careful when you dive into your services. There is going to be systematic oppression that you may need to look out for. Okay, I recently went through this with I'm still in the process of it with the dentist office. Okay, I went to Western Dental, and the mouth trays that they give you for gingivitis and periodontal disease, that's a whole nother realm of things. I don't think I have a very serious, I have a fixable case, but other people, your teeth can fall out, and you could get it from on the subject of ex-boyfriends and ex-girlfriends. You can, if they have bad dental hygiene, or even if they've gotten a disease from somebody, they could translate it to you by just kissing you or sharing a drink. So be careful with that. If you were to have good dental hygiene, it doesn't change the fact that you already received a disease from them, because brushing your teeth and flossing sometimes pushes it deeper into your gums, and you're not able to get it out until you have gum trays. Anyway, that's besides the fact. I also need a night guard. I was talking about my TMJ and anger management, and also just I grind my teeth at night, and my singing. I wasn't stabilizing my jaw during singing, so I was over stressing my jaw, singing Mariah Carey of all artists, and I'm like, oh my gosh, so many things are happening at once. But fast forward to the download is, I am low income right now because Magic with Melly is a starting business. I'm, being self-employed. You're going to be a budget babe for some time until you're a boss babe. Okay, and if you truly, truly, truly want to be the change the world that the world needs to see, you need to pick your battles. You need to make sure that more people than you will benefit from the battle you're about to take on, the Chariot, 5 of Pentacles. Don't move forward on something if it means that you're going to be left out in the cold, or that you're going to be, or other people are going to be feeling some type of way, or don't cold shoulder anyone, but really show up warm, show up like you want it to benefit other people, and you're not trying to benefit just yourself. People will be able to hear you better if there's a bigger meaning to it than just, I feel some type of way, and I stormed into this dentist office this is systematic oppression. This is not just a me thing. This is systematic oppression. I get it. And I was saying, if everything was disclosed to me, things would go smoothly. I'd have no problem paying for the services I think I need, because I think I need these services. I'm not going to mess that up. I'm not going to just come in here causing problems for no reason. But I legitimately feel like I was wronged. I legitimately feel as though this is systematic oppression, that I was looked at as an easy target because I'm disabled, and that they did the thing. And for them, it looks like, oh, it was just a clerical error. Oh, it was just the computer, like, or oh, it was just the individual, like, they were tired. I don't fucking care, okay? If they have repeat offenses or similar cases, or, like I said in the office, if someone needs to get caught, they need to get caught. Like, I'm not gonna, like, flop over and just pay this bill just because you guys are telling me to. If it's someone's mistake, I'm not gonna pay for someone's mistake. You know, that's essentially the energy that's there. And it's a $600 mistake, bro. Like, it's not just something you take lightly. And some people will, it came as an official bill. It is official, it is legit. I do owe it, but it's not my mistake. I said this wasn't fully disclosed to me, honestly, because it was my night guard. The night guard is molded to your teeth, and so is the gum trays is molded to your teeth. But the hidden trick is you can use the top part of your gum trays as a night guard, because it's the same thing. Like, they use the same mold for the night guard and for the gum trays. So if anything, I could have went without the night guard. But they're like, oh, you're all set. Like, they put me on a payment plan, but then omitted the night tray or the night guard. They omitted it from the plan, and then it comes back, oh, we went through an audit and this was missing from your thing. And it's like, what do you mean you went through an audit and I didn't pay for it? Like, what? And it's like saying, like, I need to pay for it now. And it's like, it's fucked the way that it looks, okay? Because now suddenly I owe $600 for something that I thought I was paying for on a monthly basis. Like, I thought everything I had received that day was covered in the payment plan that I have, but apparently not. And then it's like, when I go through, they can't return the night guard because it's molded to my teeth. It's like using something that's non-returnable. And then it looks like I'm trying to steal from Western Dental. It's like, no, that's fucking systematic oppression. Like, I want to get my dental services, but now there's an issue that kind of makes me feel like I can't get my dental services safely because everyone's going to be looking at me through some sort of narrative. Or, you know, like, again, not my mistake to pay for. That's someone else's mistake to pay for. And conveniently, that person got transferred. And what I know about transfers sometimes is if there's an internal problem, they might try and, like, move employees to see, oh, if we move this employee, is the same problem going to show up somewhere else, you know? And it's like, just giving, like, I know I've been through it. Like, there were literally everyone from Hot Topic was stealing except for me. And then I was like, this is doing me a disservice to not steal like fucking everybody else. I was just as angry at the manager, but I was the last one to like kind of fall into it. And then once they realized that I fell into it, everybody quit because they wanted to escape their karma for it. It's like the karma's gonna follow them. And I saw it follow me. Okay, but I accepted it with grace. I'm like, I know I stole. I know that the universe is gonna steal money from me now until I learn my lesson. And it's like shit like that. Like, someone's not fully acknowledging their part in the shit that the universe gives them. Oh, woe is me. It's like, then you're like coming forward being dishonest. And that dishonesty is even more karma, because you're experiencing the karma and not gracefully accepting it as something that you deserved, or something that, like, someone's playing like they're an angel when they're not. Okay, Ace of Cups. It's like, I had to go through hell before I can show up like an angel, you know? And it's like, most of us started with that clean slate, but some, you know, maybe you were given hell by somebody else and it pushed you into a character. Like, some things get delayed. Really, they get delayed because of your own action or somebody else's action or a whole group of actions. Whatever the case may be, someone needs to see themselves. For real, they need to see themselves and let go of, like, why you choose the way you choose and why you do the way you do, strength. Your karma's gonna kick your fucking ass. And appropriately so, like, so that you could be the better person, or you could be the version of yourself that you're meant to be. Someone could benefit from having Jesus in their corner, Mary Magdalena. You may benefit from other ascended masters that want to show up for you, but don't just call on them just because you want to call on them. Like, oh, save me, save me, save me. Like, you need to save yourself. You need to become the person you're meant to be. You can't just keep asking other people to save you. Hanged Man. I'm getting like a little bit of a download about like resentment or regret. It's like when someone's not there for you, don't build resentment over that, because really the resentment's with yourself. Like, you're going to build resentment with all of your connections if you just don't handle things by yourself. Like, you may ask for help and then they weren't able to come, and then you're like, suddenly you're really mad at them. It's like, you should be mad at yourself for needing someone's help so much. like what? Like, because like when you call on people, if they think you're only calling on them because you need them and like not because you want them, like that's like a interesting, like, I don't know, it's interesting energy. Someone doesn't want to be, just shit gets heavy when people are not helping themselves and they ask people to help them all the time. Because then the help is more than just a normal, lighthearted help. Like, okay, so like car maintenance versus car breaking down, okay? Maintaining the car is like a quick, whoop, maybe a half hour. 15 minutes, half hour, an hour at most. I don't see it being longer than 2 hours, okay, to help someone with car maintenance things. Can you help me with my car? Okay. An hour or two of your time, great. But your car breaking down, they have to deal with your mental health. They have to deal with the car. They have to deal with the emergency services that show up. They have to deal with having all the tools ready for the specific thing. They have to figure out, oh, this broke down, but it's because this other thing broke down. And because this other thing broke down. It's like, some help weighs more. And it's giving, people need to solve their own shit and not let it get that bad. Okay. Some people like literally need to sit in their own shit, and that's their justice. That's them releasing their demons. That's them like seeing old energy and being like, oh fuck, I'm in this perpetual cycle with myself. Someone really hates their situation, and then it reflects as like they hate the people around them because they're not showing up. And it's like, no, just fix your situation, then you won't hate people so much. Is there anything else here for the collective? I'm gonna wrap up the reading for collective, so just show us what else to end the reading on. Just be helpful for the collective, for the highest good of all. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so these cards, I'm gonna take the ones that are facing up and not the face down. I'm gonna take the ones in my lap, but not the ones on the floor, okay, friends? Because the ones on the floor, they're face down. Like, they didn't really need to be in the reading. But we have King of Cups, Page of Cups. So we have the Page of Cups that came through a few times. There's a King of Cups that's mastering the concept of, yeah, I see how this was shady. Yeah, I see how this was fishy and how they picked up on that and like why. Someone's just mastering knowing their own shady energy and knowing when it comes out in somebody else. And they're like, okay, that's somebody my old me would pick. That's somebody that, you know, is dealing with something I've dealt with before and I could help them, but they don't have to drag me down. You know, it's like kind of like that. We have the Emperor and the Eight of Swords. There's an Emperor, could be the King of Cups energy, but doesn't have to be the same person. The King of Cups is someone who is just more so navigating their reaction versus response. They're navigating their lessons. The Emperor is more like someone's like releasing control, releasing what's keeping them bound or what's keeping them, like what's holding them back, right? And we have the Queen, we have the divine counterparts here. So I think there's certainly someone wants to communicate their emotions, but they also understand that if they don't understand themselves very well, it's going to just come out chaotically. That self-awareness is very important because someone may tell you you're being defensive, or oh, you're avoiding this, or oh, you're this, oh, you're that. And then like if someone who's not emotionally intelligent or even just mastered their lessons, they're going to hear what someone else says and take it as an attack rather than something that they mean genuinely to help you. Like, it doesn't serve you to be defensive if you are being defensive and someone's just telling you that you are being defensive, being like, no, I'm not, no, I'm not. It's not gonna fucking do anything for you. Like, someone's trying to work with you, but you not receiving what they're saying and just throwing it back at them, it's giving like, I don't know, no wonder why shit fell apart. But there's also like an element of someone wanting to move on, okay, move on from something that was not serving their well-being. Just maybe the way that someone carried their voice didn't serve anything or anyone. Maybe going towards something more nurturing. We have King of Wands reverse, especially we were saying like letting go of like sexual energy. Like someone wants to make sure that that won't be misunderstood in the future. So they're like really, really making sure that things are all clean. And that old partners are just gone like the wind. Like they're nowhere to be found when a new person comes in, because it's like they're gonna be triggered and not know why. That's the thing. It's like if you have, like, say you have I don't know, like I keep getting like coffee machine. Say that your coffee machine was there and your ex touched it. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, having that coffee machine in the same space as your new person is going to be triggered and be like, why do I feel the X? It just depends on how sensitive your new person is. But then you might be triggered where you're accidentally telling stories about your ex to your new person. You're like, why am I talking about my ex to my new person? It's because the coffee machine might have reminded you of them because it was in the same space. It's like energy's so sensitive. It's like, I know it may not seem environmentally friendly to go to Goodwill and like just drop everything off, but like just trust that you're helping people who can't afford it otherwise, who can't get the items otherwise, like at a normal retail price. They have to buy it used, they have to buy it. Like, you're still helping the world, though it doesn't seem environmentally friendly. You're helping humanity by having something that served its energy, served its time in your space, and now it has time to serve somewhere else, for someone else, at maybe at a cheaper price, you know, for whatever reasons. It's like, ever been to a thrift store and you're like, and you're like, oh my gosh, this has been waiting for me, like it's meant to be, or whatever. It's like, it's giving that, like, you're transmuting an energy by getting rid of old energy, and someone else's energy towards it could renew it. You don't have to necessarily be so afraid of curses and hexes and things. You can just make sure not to have that if you ensure, like, if you ask items, oh, is it okay to take it home with me? You know, whether or not you're in a public space too. Like, if you're at a park, this happened to me in May around Memorial Day. I found this really awesome walking stick. It was like literally like a natural stick, fell off a tree and everything, or got cut off a tree, and it was walking stick size, like giant. It was a giant stick. And I walked around with it for a little bit, but I think it was only for me to have some, like, a photo moment with it, because I don't think I was really meant to take it home. I think it was still waiting for somebody who actually needs a walking stick, and or a kid, you know, imaginations. But once it served its purpose, like, it did want to come with me, but it didn't want to come fully home with me. And it's like, things have boundaries too. Some things were just meant to inspire you, and not go home with you. Some things were meant to fully go home with you. It just depends on what the item is. Maybe if you asked, you won't be hexed or cursed by the item or triggered. Like, you know, are you supposed to stay with me? Can I let you go? Like, can I, you know, just maybe be more energetically in tune, or not think your energy is a curse. Okay, if anyone's making you feel like anything's a curse, it's maybe them. They're doing something. Okay, because I do certainly believe I'm psychic and telekinetic, telepathic, whatever it is you want to think magic is. Okay, I certainly do think I'm magic, but since I was a kid, it was gaslit and attacked out of my system. I really grew up thinking that certain things were all this world was. Liars and cheats and all these things. Eventually, I became a liar and a cheat because it felt like the rest of the world, that's how you benefit. And it really isn't. That's just the world that they wanted me to believe. And I did for some time. And I remember as a child, they had me look into a flame and try and make it do different things. And I'm like, this seems kind of like, why are they testing my ability before I even knew what my ability was? Like, I didn't even know what telekinesis or telepathic things were, or psychic things were, until adulthood. But yet I got tested when I was a kid, and it's like crazy stuff like that. So you may be a chosen one, you may have abilities, but people talked you out of it. People made you scared of yourself. I said a scared like I was a kid again. It made you afraid of yourself. Don't be there's no need to be afraid of yourself. You know your heart, and if it's in the right place, there's no reason to be scared. If your heart's not in the right place, you should definitely be scared, because your karma's gonna fucking kill you for not having a good heart. Or you're gonna see near death. Okay, we have that Six of Swords reversed. Yeah, it's not safe to make other people stuck or blind other people to who they are. Like, this energy, karma's willing to kill people who do this with purpose, okay? Like, I'm hearing car accidents, I'm hearing like slipping and falling, I'm hearing like fucking things that look like accidents are spirit navigating your karma, because you need to fucking learn. If you don't learn, you might die. Like, someone needs to fix their energy, fix their heart, fix things, okay? And that's the T, okay? Tower card, Ace of Swords. Yeah, make sure you're admitting to things and saying fucking sorry. I don't care how hard it was. If you literally wanted murder or this and that, you need to serve your time, bro, sis, soul fam, okay? Then when you come out, you may have that chance to receive authentically from the universe or from God. You know, like, you need to get your demons out of the way. God's not going to show up if you're listening to your demons. That is just so disrespectful to source, to ask source for help but then use demonic means or listen to your demons over source. It's like, yeah, source is not going to show up for you anymore. Some people wonder, like, where their magic went and they have to resort to dark magic. It's like, somewhere, some way, somehow, shit's gotta stop. Okay, we have the Empress and the Page of Pentacles. There's offers coming in for the Empress, but I'm hearing unless it's the Emperor, it's not going to, it ain't gonna hit right, you know? Having things under control, having things understood. Clarity, transparency, nothing to hide. This kind of thing. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, someone's manifesting here. And hearing everything's gonna be okay, because look at this 10 of Wands reverse. Letting go of baggage, letting go of shit you don't need no more. Tower reverse, Page of Wands. Yeah, someone's moving forward. Moving forward. I just kept doing like this and, oh, the Devil card. Yeah, moving forward. Someone's moving out of devilish energy. The world's in the favor of this. The universe, source, spirit, God, whatever you believe. You'll know when the universe supports it, because you'll get rewarded for your decision in some way, shape, or form. I questioned the other day if I should go to Marshall's, if I should buy things at Marshall's, if I should buy the luggage case I bought at Marshall's. Oh my gosh, I channeled this on TikTok. I bought, like, there's a cat. Let me show you. Hello. Thank you for showing up. Hi. Oh my gosh. You actually came up to me. Little feetsies. You're so sweet. Thank you. Bye. Okay, back to the story time before I finish the reading. I was very close to being out of my means to buy the luggage case, okay? The energy was sensitive that day, and homegirl's a budget babe right now, on her way to being a boss babe. I'm both a boss babe and a budget babe, but it's like there's some times where one energy is more than the other, and is giving, like, homegirl was on a budget and she only had so much to spend. I know that time is of the essence with certain bills and things, and so I'm like, okay, is this going to make me struggle tomorrow? Like, I don't want to struggle tomorrow for this, but then it's also like, if you can see a future with something, go for that. Okay, so I was like, okay, even if I do struggle tomorrow, I see a future with this luggage case, because I need to get rid of the old energy, right? Old luggage cases that went on vacations with exes and stuff. So I'm looking for replacements, right? And it's like I found the replacements. Perfect. It can be great for Magic with Melly, traveling, this and that. Okay, my reward was crossing paths with a friend when I needed one. My reward was being seen as who I'm trying to be and not who I was by this new friend, right? It's like outside in the parking lot, she's like, oh my gosh, I need to take a picture of you with you because I needed to show my friends that I saw you. And it's like, she treated me like I was famous. She treated me like she's like, I watch your readings, like I get the chills and things and blah blah blah. And I'm like, whoa, like she sees me as who I am and who I'm going to be and not who I was, because she doesn't even know who I was. And it's like, that's my reward of, it's just like, you get reinforcement, you get maybe financial compensation, you get all sorts of things as reward, as a sign that you did the right thing, or you were in the right place at the right time, or you made a good decision. Like, you can tell when the universe is on your side with things, okay? Because you're gonna get validation, you're gonna get the signs, you're gonna get rewards, you're gonna get like abundance. But you know when something's not on your side, when you feel depleted, when you feel like things are being taken from you, when you feel like it's like back to square one with karma. Is like, even some people might like be snatched out of your life because of what they're doing behind closed doors. Spirit hears conversations that you don't hear, and they may think, oh, she's never gonna know, like she's never gonna know we're talking shit about her, or she's never know that we're backstabbing her, or he's never gonna know, or whatever. But it's like spirit knows, and spirit tries to snatch them from the situation so you don't have to deal with it. But then if you're like insisting that you must deal with it, or insisting you must help them, it's giving like, sometimes you really need to have boundaries. And like, people who have shit happen to them, it's because it's meant to happen to them. Shit, it's not just random. It may be random because you share a space with that person, okay? And you're like, well, why is this happening to us, right? You could be in a couple or in a family dynamic, and you're like, shit keeps happening to the family, or shit keeps happening to your partner, or to both you and your partner, and you're like, why is this happening to us? And it's like, you know what your karma is, so you might be like, this is your karma then. You don't have to fall when other people fall. You could help them up, but if they're insisting to pull you down, that shit's gotta go. There's so many lessons here, so I'm gonna end it here. I think everybody needs to process some sort of placement with themselves of, oh, this is the type of person I was, this is the type of person I am, this is the type of person I'm becoming, so on and so forth. Everyone and what they've done in the past and what they're doing now, it all looks different, right? How long ago you were stealing, how much you stole, what things you stole, when you learn the lesson, whether or not you learn the lesson, whether or not you have the means to receive the karma fully, trying not to extend your karma to other people. So it's like, yeah, asking for help is gonna be some sort of if you alleviate your karma today, it might just be saving it for later. I'm just telling you right now, like, I've been having this trouble where I'm like asking it puts me, it could be more lessons, okay? A domino effect on lessons where you could be sharing a lesson with somebody, okay? You know, Spirit's telling me not to be too specific, not to be too personal here. You know, some of you may be asking your parents for help or asking your friends for help, but you're depleting your friends and family around you because you're not willing to just sit with yourself. You're not willing to just sit with the karma and deal with it, and deal with the embarrassment, the shame, the disappointment, the anger, depression, the anxiety, whatever feelings it is. You need to sit with yourself. You need to fully see yourself, okay? That you could be generating resentment from your family and friends, and not just your resentment towards them, but you know, maybe they resent the situation that you're in, that you would stop asking them to have them pull you out of things. Like, you need to start becoming independent. You need to start figuring your own things out, because like one day they may not be there to help you, and like on a spiritual level that hurts. Like, it hurts their person, it hurts you as a person, it hurts so many things to avoid stuff. So really face yourself, free yourself, and stay magical, okay? This is the reading. Thank you so much, and if you need me, I have personal readings on Etsy, and you can DM about crystal meditations. Let's get into the real work. Thank you, collective. Cheers to the collective. And bye.